If you would like to begin starting your days with a little extra motivation, check out these 3 tips for motivating yourself in just 60 seconds.
Canadian-American entrepreneur, speaker, and billionaire Brian Tracy is a great motivator who knows a lot about self-discipline. He says that every day gives us 24 hours to do great things with the proper motivation level. But motivation is not something that can just fall into our hands. When a person lacks motivation, even the simplest routine tasks can become a living hell for them. That is why it is necessary to control your motivation and to be able to activate it when needed to solve problems. Tracy is convinced that to have the most productive day possible, the motivation engine should be started in the morning using 3 effective techniques. The first is positive affirmations. Tracy explains that our subconscious mind can't distinguish between fiction and reality. So if you repeat positive things out loud frequently, your subconscious quickly starts to take them as real. It is through positive affirmations that you can convince your subconscious that you are motivated enough and able to overcome any obstacles. And these are not just words. In 2019, American scientists proved in their research that during affirmations, our brain reacts in the same way as when we eat our favorite food, win the lottery, or receive a gift. Tracy's favorite positive affirmations are I like myself, and I love my work, and I'm the best at what I do. The billionaire states that we become what we most often think about, and we think about what we most often talk about. So, to get a boost of self-motivation, Tracy advises going to the mirror and repeating the aforementioned affirmations several times. I like myself, and I love my work, and I'm the best at what I do. The generally accepted requirements for affirmations are also quite simple. The main things you need to do to get the results are: repeat positive affirmations every day and back them up with positive emotions. Let each statement go through yourself to really believe in it. These statements should be simple, concrete, and short. Each affirmation should be said in the first person. Say all affirmations every day without not. Instead of, I do not forget to complete urgent tasks on time, it is better to say, I always complete urgent tasks on time. It may seem ridiculous at first, but Brian Tracy assures us that positive affirmations will soon give you the confidence to face any challenge. And scientists also say that, on average, people who practice positive affirmations and have an optimistic attitude tend to be happier and live longer and healthier lives, because their positive expectations reduce anxiety and stress. The second way to motivate yourself is to plan your next day in the evening. Motivation and planning are pretty much inseparable. Properly motivated people are always well organized and always stick to their plan. Tracy advises making a list of to-dos and priorities for the next day every evening. This helps you fall asleep thinking about the next day's tasks and immediately start doing them in the morning. Planning the day in advance increases motivation and fills up the gaps that appear when there is no plan. According to Tracy, if you wake up without a clear plan for the day, you will be tempted to fill the gaps with distractions and unnecessary activities, tossing and turning in your bed, getting stuck on your phone, staring pointlessly at the ceiling, and so on. But if you start your day by looking at your plan, your level of concentration and motivation will skyrocket. Planning in advance also activates the subconscious mind. The things you have planned in the evening will be processed by your subconscious all night while you sleep. As a result, it will provide you with the energy to complete each item on the list.
Remember this: plan every week the week before, plan every day the day before. You'll be much more motivated and successful.
But it's important to start with the most unpleasant tasks. The American writer Mark Twain once said, "Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you for the rest of the day." This means that it's better to spend the first part of the day doing something difficult that you really don't want to do. This way, you'll be free from the burden for the rest of the day. And this is what Tracy wrote about in his book, Eat That Frog. Morning is a key part of the day. Scientists at Japan Hokkaido University have found that in the morning, people react better to stressful events due to the strong release of the hormone cortisol. It regulates blood pressure and increases the level of sugar in the blood. As a result, in a tense moment, you don't panic but rather have a clear mind and a boost of energy to solve problems. Whereas in the evening, stress has an extremely negative impact on our psychophysical condition and can even lead to obesity, diabetes, or depression. Finally, the third way is to write down and review your goals on a daily basis. Tracy recommends writing down both short-term and long-term goals, regardless of whether you're going to achieve them today or in a year. Need to get rid of some trash from your house? Put it on the list. Want to earn $100,000 by the end of the month? Same. Writing down your plans increases your motivation and reminds you what you're working for every day. Scientists have confirmed that recalling written information activates memory and brain areas responsible for visual imagination. If we watch a useful video and think about it later, the brain will forget it. But if you make several notes about the video's content while watching it, your brain will consider this information very relevant and focus on it. The same goes for goals. Writing them down helps you better realize the importance of a particular task and motivates you to stay on track. Sometimes, rewriting tasks may seem like a boring and insignificant process, but this is how you link the completion of routine tasks to one large-scale goal and remind yourself that each small completed item is a step towards achieving the main goal.
In many cases, this simple reminder is all that you will need to fully motivate yourself each morning. Like starting an outboard engine motor. Run! You're moving for the rest of the day.
Friends, do you have any special techniques that help you motivate yourself and achieve success? If so, please share them in the comments. We'd also be grateful if you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your attention and wish you endless doses of motivation.